Right, you've got a minute left. Do you know what? I'd start selecting who your spokesperson is, because someone's going to have to feed back. As long as you've got your top 5 really tight, you can get by with that on your presentation, okay? How could you find out what it is? How could you find out what it is? If you were in the class and you thought, I need to find out what a sextant is. Right. Right, I'll give you a dictionary. You didn't ask for one.
And we got 25 there.
Here you go. You didn't make the decision. 18, 16, 14.
This can use another 16 minutes.
No. 10, 6, 4, 2, 1. Stop. What you doing? Right, just to check. Put your hands up, hands up, hands, 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 hands to say I give up. Right, stop. Please now, I'm just going to give you a couple of seconds. Push the list towards the spokesperson who's going to talk. Right. Did it even make a noise? No? Oh. Sorry, I don't believe it made a noise. There we go. Right. Okay. Are we ready? Anish? Maria? Okay, can you do me a massive favour? I don't want to talk to your backs. So can you turn your chairs around so if I was doing it opposite, like that, so you're facing me. So you're facing me. Super. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Right, okay. Facing me. Not facing each other. Cozy little team. Lovely. All right. Okay. Robert, you here?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Okay. Right, are we ready? I've got answers for you. And I'm not going to give them to you yet. And we're going to start wrapping up this session now. But before we wrap it up, we need to do our little presentations because I want to see what you got. We'll compare it. After we compare it, we're actually going to see how hard this was to do. Some of you spoke, some of you didn't speak. In some of your teams, natural leaders formed. Did you find that? Yeah? No? Okay. Have a little chat about that in a second. Right. So here's my little board here. I did think about writing all of these up, but when I did this in a previous lesson, it just looked all messy and it was like, oh. So what we're going to do, we're going to go round the table. So we're going to start there, there, come over here and here, like a bit of a Z shape. And you're going to all give me number 1, then number 2, then number 3, and so on. Is everyone clear on that? Yeah? Okay, let's do a dummy run with the letters of the alphabet. Everyone give me the first letter of the alphabet. It will be
A.
C.
Come on, let's try and do this. Only the spokesperson. Ready? Go.
A. A.
A.
The next one will be
B.
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 excellent. Right. So all I want is your first one on the list. Ready? Set. Go.
A small transistor radio to
Okay.
contact others.
Water.
Cushion for buoyancy.
Floating seat cushion.
Excellent. Right. So 2 of you had the same. You started to give your reason. Go through your rationale.
To contact others.
To contact others. Right.
So we don't dehydrate.
So you don't dehydrate. How about you? Your floating sea cushion?
So one person could sit on it.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. Yeah.
So you don't drown.
So you don't drown. Why? What? Come on. Anyone want to help her out? You won't drown. Why?
Because it's like it kind of
It floats.
Excellent. And what can it act as? What haven't you got if you fell into the sea?
Life jacket.
You haven't got a life jacket. It's a fantastic answer. Believe what you say, Anika. Right, number 2, go.
Section.
Army rations.
A nylon rope.
5-gallon can of water.
Okay, why have you said a sextant?
To find north because it contacts latitude and longitude.
Okay, for the benefit of the class, can you tell everyone what a sextant is?
Like it's an object thing that finds latitude and longitude.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Army rations.
Army rations.
So we have food to survive.
Okay.
Nylon rope so we can all be tied together and swim.
Look, she's going. I didn't like that decision. Go on, yep.
You can't last more than 3 days without
So you've got water, yeah? Can't last more than
3 days.
3 days without water. Valid. Okay, number 3, quickly.
A 5-gallon of water.
Yep.
Fishing kit.
Okay.
Radio.
Radio.
Shark repellent.
Shark repellent. Why did you say the fishing kit?
To catch fish when the rations run out.
Okay, and why did you say?
To so that sharks won't come after you while you're in the floating sea fishing.
Okay, fair enough. We're on number 4. Okay, number 4.
In case of army stuff like the.
What was your number 4?
Army rations.
Army rations.
Radio.
Sharp.
Army radio. Army rations.
Yeah, they're starting to overlap now. So your top 5s are very similar. What's your number 5, Robert?
Fishing kit.
Yeah.
Shark repellent.
Shark repellent.
Gallons of water.
Gallons of water around.
Map of the Pacific Ocean.
Map of the Pacific Ocean. That was the only new one that's come up there. Why a map?
So you can see all around the ocean where you can go.
Okay, you know what? There's so many ways I can do this. I'm going to do it a very quick way. I'm actually going to just give you the answers, have a little look at it, have a little think about it, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do that because I'm conscious of the time and I want to wrap this up properly. So I'm going to give you all the answers. All right. Oh! There you go. Enjoy. All right.
I told you
Read it. Now read it. Read the rationale. Everyone forgot they had £5 notes and matches and passports. Have a look at number 15. Well, there is a number 15.
And this relevant table. Isn't it like a compass on?
It's not a compass, no, it's not a compass. It's basically a scientific instrument. It needs to be used in conjunction with the other ones. So by itself, it's absolutely useless. You're not, you're in a life raft. Say that again. Yeah, you're in a life There you go. Rank the above list in order of importance so you will know what to throw overboard if it weighs too much or takes up too much space in the life. Right, okay. Right, can you look this way, please? Again, if your chairs are pointing the wrong way, can you point them towards me? Chloe and Melissa, I know you love that. Right, okay. Right, no one said this one. And it's weird because, Chloe, you said the shaving mirror. You talked about the mirror. But can we just look at this rationale at the top? And I've got my eye on the clock because I know we're going to run out of time, but I want to wrap this up. Anything we don't finish today, we'll overlap tomorrow. So it says here, according to experts, US Coast Guards, the basic supplies needed when a person is stranded mid-ocean are articles to attract attention and articles to aid survival until rescue arrives. Articles for navigation, like the sextant and maps, are of little importance, since even if a small life raft were capable of reaching land, it would be impossible to store enough food and water to survive for the requisite amount of time. Without signalling devices, there is almost no chance of being spotted and ultimately rescued. Furthermore, most rescues occur within the first 36 hours. You touched upon the 3-day thing there with the water. And a person can survive with only a minimum of food and water during that period. So the following is in order of the rank here. They've ranked these. It's not hard and fast, but this is what experts have said. You can still argue it, okay? Shaving mirror, 2-gallon can of petrol. My argument for the petrol, though, is that if you basically light your fire on the ocean and the wind blows, you can actually blow into it. 5-gallon can of water, yeah, and then you will burn, yeah. 1 case of army rations, because you've got your basic food intake, 20 square feet of opaque plastic to collect rainwater and to provide a shelter. Now, before you go, and hopefully Madame Gaidu won't get mad at me for keeping you just a little longer, I just want you to think about one last thing. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. It's a conversation. Okay? And I think what we'll do is we'll start this as our starter tomorrow because it is important. 2 people. Blue and green. So what is a good decision? One that works out well. Do good decisions always work out well? Yeah, well, that's what a good decision is. But what does that mean? Works out well. I don't know. Somebody gets what they want? What if the choice brings things that aren't wanted? I saw your face and I saw your face when things like chocolate and when things were mentioned. What if the choice brings things that aren't wanted? Like buying a car that is cheaper but it might break down more. Yeah, well, if you end up with something you don't want, maybe it was a bad decision. I want you to think about that, and tomorrow we're going to start with that as our little stimulus, and then we're going to go into our next geography decision-making exercise. Right, can you put all of your sheets in the middle of the table? Can you push your chairs in? Can you just stand behind your chairs so I can make sure there's no mess? Has everybody got everything? Okay, let's see what table's ready first. All right. Okay, we ready? Anika, chair. Fantastic. I will see you tomorrow. Take care and have a lovely afternoon. Bye. See you later. See you later. Have you got your blazer today, Anika?
I've got a blazer. I've nothing.
I think it went well. However, at the end I thought it was a bit rushed. I was conscious that I do actually have the class the next day, which is a bit of a gift, because then whatever I didn't cover or whatever I didn't touch upon in the lesson previously, I can recap and it's still fresh in their minds. I was happy with the students interacting with each other, and they were thinking about everything. They were on task, and that was absolutely great. In terms of skills, I think in hindsight now, I would have liked to have done an evaluation form with them and recapped back onto the learning outcomes to see whether they felt competent in evaluation, analysis, were they able to think systematically. That was something that we didn't manage to basically backtrack on. So, and at the end with my plenary, I had a conversation piece where there's a dialogue between 2 people, and what I'm going to basically tease through that is the fact that people have different opinions. If somebody gets their way, the person that didn't have that opinion will view that as being a bad choice. And what they need to realise is that nothing is clear-cut, and we have global issues in the world where we do have to make very important decisions, and it won't be the greatest good for everybody. It will be basically based on a group of people that have the power and want to move things forward.